Thomas Patrick Ward, tuning the Sport and Icons.
Okay, so the WBC and the WBO have joined forces to create a co-mandatory for their super bantamweight champion in Stephen Fulton, newly crowned, of course. And their mandatory challenger will be Daniel Roman. Yeah, Daniel Roman, very good fighter, but only 2 fights ago lost to a prospect, 7-0, where he lost his IBF and WBA world titles. Now, I could just leave it at that. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? But reality is, he did lose to Akhmadaliev. No shame in that one. But still, he did lose only 2 fights ago. Now, you could look at it on the face of it and say, well, WBC, WBO, they're creating a co-mandatory for their unified champion to slow down the backlog of mandatories that a unified champion has to fulfill. Oh, well, hard cheese. If you are a unified champion, you have mandatory obligations as per each sanctioning body. That's the reality of it. That's why fighters go certain routes through certain sanctioning bodies to try and get a world title shot at some point. That's how it works. What you don't do is create a co-mandatory. Also, what this means is Thomas Patrick Ward has yet again been fucked over. That's what it means. And yeah, that's why I'm annoyed about it. Tommy Ward, I spoke with Tommy Ward so many times, interviewed him quite a few times now as well. One of the nicest people that I've ever met in boxing. And I'm sure he's sick of me and he's sick of other people that ask him, when are we going to see you in a world title? Hey, Tommy, when you get a world title shot? Because he doesn't know the answer. He doesn't know. Because these sanctioning bodies, even though he's like ranked number 2, he's forever ranked in number 2. He doesn't move up or down because whoever is number 1, they have the world title shot. Then somebody else leapfrogs Thomas Patrick Ward, and it's happening again. It's like a vicious conveyor system, and it's happening through bantamweight and super bantamweight. Why is this? Why is it that none of these champions, these spineless bitches, these champions, don't want to fight Thomas Patrick Ward? Why is it that sanctioning bodies don't want to put Thomas Patrick Ward into a final eliminator? Why is it that nobody in the top 15 of any of the sanctioning bodies wants to fight Thomas Patrick Ward? Why is that? Why is that? Is it because he's not a huge ticket seller? Is it because he's not he's got like a blue tick on social media where he makes a fool of himself to try and get as many viewers and subscribers and follows as whatever it is that you call him on social media? Because he doesn't do that? Why? Because he's not going to sell out an arena maybe? I mean, since when has any of that been a criteria to get a world title shot? I mean, the lad's had over 30 fights. He's even defeated Jazza Dickens. Jazza Dickens has since come on and fought for a world title. But why is Thomas Patrick Ward not? Why is it that none of these people want to fight Thomas Patrick Ward? Why is that? Navarrete, you're spineless. Gary Russell Jr., you shouldn't even be champion, one of the most inactive people around in boxing. You should be stripped. You should be stripped. Now, I can't necessarily blame Stephen Fulton for this. I can't blame him for it. There's nothing he can do about it, okay? When a sanctioning body orders it, they order it. But why Daniel Roman? Is because he's a PBC fighter. We know the WBC have a great relationship with the PBC. We know the WBO are trying to make up for lost ground when it comes with the PBC for refusing to rank some of their fighters for quite some time. Is this one of the reasons? I don't know. Either way, it's coming at a cost for Thomas Patrick Ward. Now, I don't mind this kind of situation as long as that they have ordered Daniel Roman to fight a final eliminator against Thomas Patrick Ward. I mean, what's the hold-up? Stephen Fulton has just become a unified super bantamweight champion. He's going to need a bit of time off, a bit of a rest. In the meantime, Daniel Roman versus Thomas Patrick Ward. Winner can go see Stephen Fulton. Why not? Why is that so complicated? WBC and WBO, especially the WBO. Tommy Ward's been paying your sanctioning fee, son. Why is he not getting a world title shot? Again, I do have to point the finger at Tommy's management team in that as well, like MTK Global. Or is he now with Probellum? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Are they the same? Who knows? Doesn't really matter. But what are you guys doing for him? What are you doing about it? Are you guys going to bat for Tommy Ward? Are you? What about his previous management of Dimitri Salita? What did you do for him? What did you do? Absolutely nothing. What did Frank Warren do for him when he was with Frank Warren for the longest time? Absolutely nothing. What did Eddie Hearn do for him? Are any of these people actually going to bat for him? It seems that the only people around, like a Tommy Ward, who are going to bat for him, literally on his team, are, of course, his trainer, Neil Fannon. Phil Jeffries, of course, he'd always go to bat for him. Lewis Ritson and quite a few other people, of course, his brother Martin. But who's going to bat for him? Who's holding these sanctioning bodies' feet to the fire? Who's going to the conventions, WBC, and saying, yo, you need to be ordering Thomas Patrick Ward, or the WBO, putting their feet to the fire. You need to be ordering Thomas Patrick Ward. Because none of these people will give him a voluntary title defence, and none of the people in the top 15 will fight him voluntarily. And believe me, he has tried. But they don't want to do it. Why? Because he's not a huge payday for them. But again, that shouldn't even be a criteria. We understand it's a business. It's prize fighting. Yes, the WBC and WBO will get more of a sanctioning fee from Stephen Fulton versus Daniel Roman than what they would Stephen Fulton versus Thomas Patrick Ward. Yes, of course, that would happen. But that shouldn't even be a criteria for it. It shouldn't be. It's disgusting. WBC and WBO are absolute filth bags. Really are. Again, don't join together to create a co-mandatory. That's not how it works. If you want to be a unified champion, guess what? For each belt that you have to have a mandatory title defense. That's the nature of the beast. That's why fighters fight certain fights that they do to climb the rankings within a certain sanctioning body. That's why they pay the sanctioning fees, not to be screwed over. He's been waiting for far too long now, far too long. Getting a little pissed off of it. And people wonder why I don't really talk about the lower weight divisions. It's because of these kind of things. Because they can do it and it goes completely under the radar. Well, I ain't going to let this one go under the radar. I ain't going to do it. I will go to bat for Tommy. I will. He deserves a world title shot. Tyson Fury said that Tommy Ward will be a world champion. Well, let's see if he's right. Let's see if he's right. I also believe that, by the way. These champions, man, they ain't champions. None of them are champions. If they're champions, one of them would have fought Tommy Ward by now. Navarrete told me, yes, I will. I will fight him. The very next day, he's going to go fight some damn bums. He's fought a couple of bums since then. Literally, absolute bums. And people want to complain about like a Tommy Ward's opposition. He can't find anybody. Nobody will fight him. You don't understand. Believe me, he's trying. Nobody in the top 15 will fight him. No champion will fight him. No interim champion will fight him. No silver champion, international champion. None of them will fight him. You don't understand. He's tried. What's he supposed to do? Anyway, my thoughts. Drop me yours. Click thumbs up. All the usual good stuff. Make sure you are subscribed. And I'll catch you on the next video.